Welcome back to the YellowCard Vanguard channel. I'm your host, Toku, from It's Toku TV on Twitch. Every Monday, I'm streaming Vanguard content, and the past few Mondays, we've been brewing up clan collection lists and testing them, so swing on by to be part of the process. On today's segment of Clan Collection Cores, we're going to get an education and hopefully become successful. GreatNature's favorite cat professor returns to us in Chatnoir and Friends. This support is really good for the current GreatNature card pool, as it is support for both the Big Belly and Isabelle variant. Whichever variant you choose to take GreatNature, know that Chatnoir will be there to support you in whichever way you want your education to follow suit. Let's introduce the faculty members. Obviously, we have the new headmaster, grade 3, Chatnoir. On the van or rear, when Chatnoir attacks, you can counterblast 1 to draw 1 and then mill 1. Then you activate the following effects based on what was milled. If we activated this as a Vanguard, we can activate both. If it was a normal unit, you can choose 2 rearguards to gain 5k, and end of turn they will retire. If it was a triggered unit, you can choose 1 rearguard, it can attack from the back row and it will gain 5k, end of turn retire. The way I see it, Chatnoir is effectively just a counterblast 1 draw, with bonus effects to buff your rearguards tied to it. In Big Belly, Chatnoir helps us reach the 20k power thresholds easier, and in Isabelle, Chatnoir just plays into the mill top playstyle very well, being able to get both effects off. The new grade 2 that we get is Compass Lion, a fairly simple unit on the Vanguard or the rearguard. At the end of your turn, you need to retire 1 rearguard. A good unit to ride, but it's honestly just the big body that plays into the Big Belly power very well with the retire cost. Unfortunately, that's all it really is. I'm not sure if this is better than any of the other grade 2 options present in GreatNature at the moment. The new grade 1 unit that we get is Taping Cat, and honestly, this card is kind of insane. When retired from rear or milled from deck, you can Soul Blast 1 to activate either effect. You can draw 1, or you can buff a rearguard 5k. Let's be real, this card means that we have 4 copies of Upstart Goblin in our deck, and that is amazing. The condition for Taping Cat to go off plays into either Big Belly or Isabelle both very well, and this might be single-handedly the reason that both playstyles are valid. Our new Heal Guardian is the Wheat Dragon Excreta. Like most Heal Guardians, it is meta-specific and based on matchup, but I like the inclusion of Heal Guardians in this deck as 10k bodies that can be attackers in a pinch. Let's get into the core, and then we'll talk about the deck game plan philosophy as well. Our main boss unit will be Black Lacquer Isabelle in our choice of deck today. Her first skill to activate both effects on any mill make Chatnoir very strong, being able to distribute 15k across the board in 5k variant. The Axe skill to activate any on-place mill abilities is also really good to pseudo-recycle units already on the board, and the front 10k buff comes in huge. The grade 3 rearguards we will be using is 4 copies of Chatnoir and 4 copies of Black Shadow Isabelle. Chatnoir in conjunction with Lacquer Isabelle is 3 5k buffs to our board with an extra attack from the back, and Black Shadow Isabelle, in essence when we're on Lacquer Isabelle as our Vanguard, a 27k rearguard that draws us a card back. We've also got 8 grade 2 rearguard attackers as well. We run 4 Binoculus Tigers to help see our win con. On Isabelle Vanguard, Binoculus is an attacker that draws us a card, but also gives our front row a 5k buff as well, helping us break some really good power thresholds in combination with Isabelle's 10k front row buff. Our other grade 2 is Lovely Dobie, Daughter. This lovebird in our deck is a free call and also a 24k attacker before any buffs before Isabelle and Binoculus. 24k is a really strong number, not to be scoffed at. In our grade 1 slots, we have 8 units that provide resources. We run 4 of the new Taping Cat to give our deck some much extra needed draw to draw into attackers. And in our last 4 slots, we run 4 copies of a newly released promo, Affiliated Lemur. In conjunction with Isabella as our Vanguard, Lemur becomes an on-play Soul Charge 1 and Counter Charge 1. This is very, very good for resource management. In the last 5 slots of the deck, we've chosen to run 4 copies of Mini Belly to help us find our grade 3 attackers and Heal Guardians. And finally, we have Culture Gorilla. Our trigger lineup is 8 criticals, 4 draw sentinels, and 4 heal guardian. What other options are there to run in GreatNature? Obviously, as stated before, we can opt to play into the Big Belly playstyle. Famous Professor Big Belly's first effect synergizes with the retire from Chatnoir's effect very nicely. Some good options to tech into this game plan is Amber's Triangular as a unit that will definitely be 20k on the Axel Circle, Spule Mary as a grade 2 ride that becomes a free body but also another unit that will probably easily hit 20k as well. We have Expert Grady Nezzy Toby, also a really good grade 1 ride going second, and also provides countercharge for the deck when we need it. And now to use Big Belly's second effect going first, if Counterblast is ready available, we can cheat this. We can cheat his all rearguard restand with Big Belly skill by using Hamdon. We can charge a Grade 3 from hand into soul to try and blow out our opponent from the game early, being able to withstand all of our regards with 20k. We can also definitely consider using front triggers over critical triggers if you want more power distribution across the board. Either way, that's all I've got to say in today's segment for Clan Collection Cores. Hope to see you here next time. Toku out.